Hello friends, this is Basraj Beningbe coming out with my 7th lecture video on ketogenesis and ketolysis. Ketogenesis is synthesis of ketone bodies. Synthesis of ketone bodies, you are calling it as ketogenesis, and this takes place in liver. This occurs in liver. This cycle occurs in liver, and the three different ketone bodies are acetoacetic acid, acetone, and beta hydroxybutyric acid. Acetoacetic acid is called as primary ketone body, and these two are secondary ketone bodies, acetone and beta hydroxybutyric acid, secondary ketone. Acetoacetic acid, why it is primary ketone body? Because it is synthesized first, and these two are the derivatives of acetoacetic acid. You can see there. Acetoacetic acid is converted to acetone and beta hydroxybutyric acid. So this is the primary ketone body, and these two are secondary ketone bodies. And they are synthesized during starvation and diabetes mellitus. Synthesis of ketone bodies occurs during starvation and diabetes mellitus, and also are utilized as a source of energy. These ketone bodies, synthesized ketone bodies, are utilized as a source of energy on ketolysis. So this synthesis of these ketone bodies during starvation and diabetes, why it occurs? Because glucose is not available, oxidized, because the carbohydrates are on metabolism will produce energy, which are acting as a chief sources of energy for regular normal processes. In routine, the carbohydrates are being oxidized, and which will provide you energy for a variety of metabolic activities. But in this case, in starvation and diabetes, there is no carbohydrate available, so energy is needed. So that energy will be provided from lipid metabolism. There will be increased lipid metabolism. Lipid metabolism is nothing but beta oxidation. Beta oxidation will lead to formation of acetyl-CoA molecules. Increased acetyl-CoA molecules will be produced, which will lead to the acetyl-CoA is the starting metal for synthesis of these ketone bodies. So those excess acetyl-CoA molecules are used for synthesis of ketone bodies, different ketone bodies. So this is the reactions involved in ketogenesis are similar to the first two steps are similar to cholesterol biosynthesis. Cholesterol biosynthesis, which I discussed in the earlier video of cholesterol biosynthesis. The first step is condensation. Condensation, two molecules of acetyl-CoA condenses. So this one hydrogen from this is being taken up by this COA to form HS-CoA. So this condensation, acetyl-CoA condenses two molecules, condense in presence of synthase enzyme, which I already discussed, and the cholesterol biosynthesis. So that will form acetoacetyl-CoA. So H is removed from this and SCO in the form. What is remaining when H is removed? CH2CO. This CH2CO is this. And what is remaining here? So this is attached here, COCH. So that's how acetoacetyl-CoA is formed. This acetoacetyl-CoA on again condensation with one more molecule of acetyl-CoA in presence of the same enzyme synthase, here one more acetyl-CoA molecule. So where that attachment takes place, attachment occurs at this carbon atom. You can see one hydrogen from this acetyl-CoA is attached here to form OH, and this CH3 is this one, okay, and this CH2CO is attached here, right? So and OH, here OH is there, okay. This OH is coming from this water molecule, and one hydrogen is there in this water molecule that will take up this COA and it will form HS-CoA. That's how this molecule HMG-CoA, hydroxymethyl glutaryl-CoA, is formed. Hydroxymethyl. This hydroxymethyl glutaryl-CoA further on lyase, cleavage. Lyase is the enzyme which will break this molecule. The cleavage occurs at this position, you can see there, that is at this CH2. This OH, this H is attached here to this to form CH3COSCO, acetyl-CoA molecule. And this when H is removed, what happens? CH3 is there, this CH3 is here, okay. This CH3, This CO is there, okay? This CO is here, and this molecule, CH2CO, CH2CO is here. And OH, CH2CO, OH, that is here. So that is acetoacetate. That's all cleavage takes place between HMG-CoA in presence of enzyme lyase. This acetoacetate further, just a minute, I will erase these things. So acetoacetate and acetyl-CoA formed on lysis of this HMG-CoA in presence of lyase. This acetoacetate on decarboxylation, you remove this CO2, that will become CH3 here. So it will be CH3, CO, CH3, it will form acetone. This is another ketone body. One is acetoacetic acid or acetoacetate, and another one is acetone. On acetoacetic acid on decarboxylation is forming acetone. This acetoacetate on dehydrogenation, that is two hydrogen are being added. From this, two hydrogen are removed and added to this carbon atom. You can see that it will form CHOH. So other things remain same in the structure. So CH3, CHOH, CH2, CO. That is beta hydroxy butyric acid or butyrate. So that's how these three ketone bodies are being synthesized. Ketone body one acetoacetate, second one is acetone, third one is beta hydroxy butyrate. And ketolysis is breakdown of ketone bodies, right? Breakdown of ketone bodies is called as ketolysis. So this breakdown of ketone bodies will provide you energy, as it will act as an energy source for skeletal muscle and brain, or it is also called as alternate source of energy. Whenever energy is there, this ketone bodies will provide energy in the body on lysis, on breakdown of ketone bodies. So ketone body is beta hydroxy butyrate or butyric acid. On dehydrogenation, what is happening on dehydrogenation? This hydrogen, these two hydrogen are removed by this coenzyme NAD plus. The enzyme involved here is dehydrogenase. So when you remove this the two hydrogen, it will form CO, CH3, CO, CH2, CO. That is acetoacetate. Acetoacetate in presence of enzyme transferase, where succinyl-CoA will transfer CoA molecule, coenzyme A, to this acetoacetate. So when in this process, this hydrogen is transferred to this succinyl-CoA to form succinate, and this CoA, SCOA, is transferred to this molecule. So this OH, CH3CO, SCOA, CH3CO, CH2CO, SCOA. OH is transferred to this succinate. OH is transferred to this succinate. So SCOA is transferred from this succinyl to this acetoacetate to form acetoacetyl-CoA. This acetoacetyl-CoA on cleavage, again that will be lysed or broken down. Breaking lysis, you can call it as. So that is, once again I'll tell you this OH, okay, in this acetoacetate converted to acetyl-CoA. OH is transferred to the succinyl-CoA to form succinate in presence of transferase. SCO from succinyl-CoA is attached to this CO, that is here, to form acetoacetyl-CoA. This lysis, next is acetoacetyl-CoA on lysis in presence of enzyme thiolase is converted to two molecules of acetyl-CoA. What happens where lysis takes place? Here you can see this. So one hydrogen from this HS-CoA is taken by this CH2 to form one molecule of acetyl-CoA, CH3CO, SCOA, and here CH3CO is there. Okay, that CO and SCO is attached. This SCO. So it will form one more molecule of acetyl-CoA. So two molecules of acetyl-CoA are synthesized on ketolysis. Ketolysis, breakdown of beta hydroxybutyric acid is converted to two molecules of acetyl-CoA. That is all about ketolysis. Okay. The relation between diabetes mellitus, starvation, and ketogenesis. So what happens, first thing happening here, that is, in this case, the enzymes involved, glucagon and insulin. Glucagon will help in starvation, and in diabetes, the glucagon level is increased. and insulin level is decreased. So when glucagon level is increased, it will inhibit glycolysis and it will activate lipolysis as well as ketogenesis as well as gluconeogenesis. When insulin, in case of insulin, if you take insulin, insulin favors glycolysis. That you know that insulin is favoring insulin flavor glycolysis and inhibits gluconeogenesis or activation of lipolysis and ketogenesis. There will be opposite action of glucagon in insulin. So in case of diabetes mellitus, glucagon is increased, so there will be activation of that will activate lipolysis. Okay, that will activate lipolysis. Activation of lipolysis, that is increased non-essential fatty acids in fatty acids in plasma. That is, ketone bodies need free fatty acids, which are mobilized from adipose tissue for synthesis of ketone bodies. That's how activation. In increased CAT1, decreased malonyl-CoA and increased glucagon, this will CAT1 regulates entry of fatty acid in mitochondria. In fatty acid metabolism, in the earlier video I discussed, CAT1 will transfer the activated complex from cytoplasm side to mitochondrial side. So CAT1 regulates the entry of fatty acids into mitochondria and is which is regulated by malonyl-CoA. But malonyl-CoA is decreased in this diabetes and starvation. So that's why this mobilization will not take place. So that's why acetyl-CoA molecules are utilized for synthesis of ketone bodies, that is increased ketogenesis. That will lead to ketogenesis. And the third point, increased gluconeogenesis and decreased oxaloacetate will also lead to ketogenesis. Why increased gluconeogenesis in diabetes and starvation? Because oxaloacetate molecules are utilized for gluconeogenesis in starvation, synthesis of glucose from non-carbohydrate source. So oxaloacetate, instead of entering into TCA, it is being utilized for gluconeogenesis, for synthesis of glucose. So acetyl-CoA molecules are not oxidized through TCA cycle. So those acetyl-CoA molecules which are not oxidized due to decreased availability of this oxaloacetate will lead to synthesis of ketogenesis. So overall, to say is there will be increased synthesis of acetyl-CoA molecules in diabetes and starvation, and decreased utilization of available acetyl-CoA molecules, which will lead to synthesis of ketone bodies. That's how the relation between diabetes mellitus and starvation and ketone bodies. Ketosis is it is a condition, a triad: ketonemia, ketonuria, and smell of acetone. All three together we call it as ketosis. Ketonemia is increased concentration of ketone bodies in blood. When ketone body concentration increases in blood, that will excrete ketone bodies in urine. Increased concentration of ketone body excretes ketone bodies in urine. That condition you are calling ketonuria. And increased concentration of ketone bodies in urine and excretion of ketone bodies in urine and increased concentration of ketone bodies in blood will also lead to expulsion of acetone through breath. Smell of acetone is seen in breath. So this triad of ketonemia, ketonuria, and smell of acetone in breath, you are calling it as ketosis. And this ketosis is caused due to this diabetes mellitus and starvation. And ketosis significantly features acidosis. Metabolic acidosis is there. Characteristics, or these are the clinical features you can call. Smell of acetone can be seen. Osmotic diuresis is there. Dehydration is there seen in case of ketosis. Sodium loss, as well as lastly coma. So this is all about ketosis and ketogenesis and ketolysis. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for further videos on biochemistry. Please subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for watching my channel.